Dude, you gotta tell me, what's this long running joke about hiding meat everywhere?
Yeah, well, it's the thing is, it's not a joke. So, that's just my thing, man. This is my thing. I can't really disclose much information because there could be spies watching.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Someone could find the meat.
Yeah, somebody's gonna find the meat.
cracks me up, man.
Apparently, it cracks up a lot of people. I don't get it, but
Yeah, apparently almost 600,000 people.
yeah, almost, man. We gained it was like 11,000 people overnight last night. It's been a crazy month for me, man.
Jesus.
I've gained probably 230,000 followers in the past month. So it's been a wild ride. I was pretty
That's
stagnant
actually
for a
insane.
while, but you just got to keep throwing content at it. I mean, it comes and goes in waves, so I'm sure I'll hit a wall again soon. And then you just got to push through it, and then boom, pops off.
Yeah, I think
So,
I'm in one right now. It definitely
yeah.
feels like they did something to the algorithm to make it a
Well,
little harder
another
to go
thing too
viral.
that you need to do, and a lot of TikTokers don't know this, uh, is you need to go back through all your old videos, and if you have any of them that have sounds disabled due to copyright or just sounds disabled at all, you need to make them all private. Don't delete them because then you'll lose the likes on the videos, but you need to make them private because if you have those active to the public and you have a copyright issue, you're actually holding yourself back from the For You page because you have a copyright strike.
Right.
So,
That's true. Really?
yeah. Yeah, it kind of sucks when you're somebody like me who has 400 videos to scroll through every now and then, but it works. And
Huh.
if you go through and you do notice that you have a sound disabled or something like that, and you correct the issue, you'll notice in about a week your views will pick back up.
Okay.
Okay. So you're saying they're holding you from the For You page, but not like completely. Like you'll still get on the For You page.
Correct. Well, yeah,
It'll just be
after you make it private. So if you look at the analytics, so if you find out you have one, look at the analytics from most of your new videos, and you'll notice that the only people they're showing them to are your following.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh. I'll definitely
So
have to go through
there's
that.
a little pro tip for you.
I've gotten a strike for community guidelines one time, but it was a mistake. It was like
I
somebody.
had several of those from early on.
Yeah,
Those
I've
Yeah.
had
kind of
20.
fall off on their own, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not that bad. I had like
Ankle.
20 of them.
Yeah, Ankle's a straight up troll, so he gets them all the time.
Yeah. Unfortunately, too, once you get a decent following when you're in lives and stuff, you get trolls that just do it out of spite. They'll report you for
Start reporting shit.
nothing. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, I told TikTok I was like, I don't see how I violated anything, and like, oh yeah, it's our bad. And they
Yeah,
fixed
that's
it
what I
right
always
away.
say. This does not go against community guidelines, and then just send it.
Right.
And usually they put it right back up.
Ain't no
Right.
drugs.
And the way it works is like you probably had like some young dumb kid or something like that just out of spite reported you, and they don't even investigate when they're first. Like if you get a certain amount of like
Yeah.
reports on you, they'll just say violates community guidelines, and they won't actually look into it until you appeal it. So
Okay.
I've had several videos that I've had to appeal to. It's crazy. It's a lot to keep up with.
Yeah, I post
Yeah.
like 10 a day, so I'm definitely gonna have to go through that.
Well, and another thing too, so a lot of creators do post a lot every day. I've been doing one a day, and I've had phenomenal growth lately. I don't know if that plays a role, but I also have buddies like I'm good friends with like Beer Bong John, who will post several a day, and they'll all do pretty decent. And for me, if I do more than one a day, they don't do decent. So I don't know. It's weird.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely depends on just how good the content is.
Yeah.
Like your
Yeah.
content is like funny and widespread, and
Right.
you definitely see that you like put thought into like what you say throughout the video and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
Because there's always those tips where it's like post 20 times a day, make them 5 to 7 seconds, put these exact hashtags, and you'll go viral. And it's like they work to an extent, but it really just
Yeah.
depends on the
Well,
content.
and so the things I've learned, hashtags don't mean much. Trending hashtags really don't mean anything.
Yeah,
Um,
not that much. A little bit
and there is an algorithm as far as you don't want to upload anything. I would say within a 2-hour window of your last upload.
though. Oh, really?
So the way this has been for me and several of my other friends that have a pretty decent sized following. TikTok's on a weird algorithm where it used to be if you had a video that was going to go viral, it would blow up for like 12 to 24 hours and it was done. Now, like my video last night that got 1.1 million views so far, I posted it at like I think like 8 last night, and then it got like 10,000 views in the first hour and a half.
Okay.
Nothing crazy. And then 2.5 hours later, bam, starts hitting. So by the time I went to bed around midnight, I was up to like 300,000 views, right? Wake up today, and I'm at 900,000. Okay, well now the algorithm that they're on now is this video will continue to grow for the next 48 hours before it really hits a wall. So, and I think part of that is because of COVID. There's so many people on the app right now. There's so much content that anything you post, if it starts to get traction, it's going to hit a time window. It used to be like 20 minutes in where they literally review every video. So if you start getting traction, they're saying, okay, we're going to review this video and then we'll release it to the For You page. And now I guess that window's backed up a little bit. Maybe that's why it takes 2 hours for it to really hit. But it's all sorts of goofy. Like I have one video from like two weeks ago. After like 1 week, it was at like 1.8 million views, and now it's up to like almost 3 million views. So it's still
Okay.
going, just slower. But
Hmm.
I don't know. The algorithm's all goofy. It keeps changing, and you just got to try to evolve with it, I guess.
Yeah, I might
That's
try
a
spacing mine out more.
Yeah,
I think
and
that's definitely a big thing.
yeah, and a lot of guys I know do they'll do like a morning time post, they'll do a lunchtime post, and then like a dinner time post, pretty much. And then the way you got to think of it, I don't know where you live. I know I live on the East Coast, so the rest of the country is behind me. You know what I mean? So I get
Mhm.
away with later posts in the way I think about it because I feel like I draw an older crowd, or at least for the most part. You know, a lot of people work, so my videos do better in the evening for me because you figure it's 8 o'clock here, it's 4 o'clock in California. Those people are
Yeah.
getting ready to get off work.
Yeah,
So
that makes
it's all
sense.
about playing time zones and just watching your analytics until you really find that sweet spot for me, at least.
The one thing that you're talking about hitting a wall. Okay, so I used to just post like things. You probably didn't see my thing, but I used to post just like try to post funny content. Now I'm like more
Mhm,
honed in on gaming.
mhm.
But I had a video blow up a while ago. It was like me and my girlfriend. It was like it was just something to do with me and my girlfriend. It hit like a million views, and I accidentally re-uploaded it somehow because I was editing it, and I put my original sound instead of the actual sound of it, and it got taken down when it hit about a million, and then I re-uploaded it, and still to this day, like people are still getting it, and I probably posted it like months back, like way back, and it's still getting traffic, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, that stuff happens too at random. I haven't quite figured that out because I got videos from last year that'll all of a sudden gain a couple thousand likes out of nowhere, and it's like,
It just
what?
resurfaces
Right?
weirdly.
Yeah, yeah. I haven't quite figured that one out yet, but it does happen, and it happens often. Like I've had videos where like I'll post it, and after a couple days, oh, I maybe got 30, 40,000 views, and that's it. Cool. Then 2 months later, oh my God, it's up to 300,000 views out of nowhere, and it's like smacking the For You page for no reason. I can't explain that one. I have no idea how that one works.
Yeah, it is
But
weird.
I think that's part of the idea behind the whole posting a bunch is because, you might get these delayed explosions a couple months later.
right.
But I don't know, man. Something just I was doing that for a while and it was working and it just seems like everything's really slowed down and people are telling me they're like, "Dude, what happened? I'm not getting any views anymore." I'm like, "I don't know, man."
Yeah, I would for sure go back through, check all your audios, make sure you don't have anything disabled. Um, and it was weird for me for a while, like I'd say for the past 3 months. If a video was going to do decent, it would like get up to 30,000 views or 7,000 likes, and then it would stop, and that
Mhm.
was it. And it was those specific numbers, and it happened for me and several of my other TikTok buddies. And it was like 30,000 views or 7,000 likes was the magic number, and it was done. They
That's
just
so
stopped
weird.
you. Yeah. And another big thing that you look forward to, at least for me, if a video is gonna do well within the first hour, it has to maintain a 25% like to view ratio or higher, or it's not gonna pop off.
Okay.
Um, and that's just some of the trends that I've seen and
Yeah.
that I kind of go by, and so far they've held true for me.
I'm writing this stuff down.
You should, man. These are good tips right here. This is everything I've learned over the past year, and actually, you know what? This week marks 1 year on TikTok for me. I just thought of that because my second post was about my birthday, which is actually next week. So yeah, this week is 1 year for me on TikTok. So,
That's
pretty
crazy.
good.
How long you
Yeah.
been on there, Ankle? How long you been on TikTok?
I'd have to check my last video, but really, probably like a couple months.
Okay. Yeah, because I posted
too
once in
long.
April. Video didn't do well, so I kind of didn't do anything for a month, and then I started posting, and my stuff started to blow up. But yeah, the last, I'd say, week and a half to 2 weeks, it seems like I hit a wall or something. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna try some of that stuff out.
Yeah, man, and just I mean, no matter how hard it gets or like how low your views get, just keep pushing through it. Eventually, you're gonna pop off again. I've been through so many cycles of it that it doesn't even phase me anymore. You know, I
Yeah.
just keep doing me, and I know it'll take care of itself in the end.
That's good to hear, man. That
And that's
gives me
just
some
the
hope.
app. I think the app is just like that because it's so like quick, and it's just like you put something out, either it goes good or it doesn't. And like if
Right,
you say, like for a month you put out, apparently the algorithm thinks it's shit content, it's not going to do good, and then you hit that one video and then it just blows up.
right, yep. And then that's all it takes. And then once you get that one video that starts popping off, like what I've been doing recently is because I've had more videos smack over 1 million views this past month than probably I did all of last year. And what I've been doing is when you have that video that really takes off, give it that day or two. How I was telling you it would keep growing for that day or two. Give it that day or two. Just post like not your top notch content, but just like maybe some, just like a little tip here or there or something, whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
And just let it float by so you're not taken away from that video. This is how I perceive it, at least. And then on that third day following, another top tier video that you would consider from yourself, post it, and then just keep riding the wave. That's what I've been trying to do, and it's been working.
Okay,
So,
that makes sense.
yeah.
So
But go ahead.
when do you like to post? Do you just post whenever, or you just mainly in the evenings?
I mainly post in the evenings, except for Saturdays. I post in the morning or early afternoon on Saturdays.
Okay.
Weekends have always been kind of goofy for me. Mainly Fridays and Saturdays. I haven't really found my sweet spot for Friday or Saturday uploads, but
Okay.
I'm still working on it. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. People are off work and doing
Right.
stuff. Yeah.
And then also, I mean, like anything, the more your following begins to grow too, the more people are going to be looking for you daily, and that's going to help your videos take off too. I mean, you got to look at the people like Addison Rae and Charlie D'Amelio who just everything blows up. It's because they're falling so huge. They get those initial views and everything right off the rip. So the bigger you're following, the easier it's going to get. I feel like.
Yeah, I
Yeah, that's
agree.
with anything.